a bit dark and you probably can't see me. It's now, what? Is it only 7 o'clock? No, 8 o'clock. What's the time, James?
7:35.
It's 7:35 precisely. I've been in from the hospital a few hours now. I've had a sleep because I was so exhausted. I've been fed thanks to my best mate James. He's a diamond. Painkillers are doing something, but not a lot. I still kind of feel like I don't know what's going to happen. I obviously do. I know that they're going to try to fit a VP shunt, and if it fails getting in my head, they're basically going to go, right, open up the spine and put it in there, whilst I'm still asleep. So the operation might take... That's something we didn't ask, how long the operation will take. So yeah, I could have gone for the LP and not had a driving ban or anything, but I think that was just putting off the inevitable because the VP is the better shunt out of the two, in my personal opinion. He was pushing... He basically gave me all the warnings of both, and then I said, but in your professional opinion, what do you want to do? Because it's your job, you're the one cutting me open. And he wasn't adamant at doing the lumbar, just the lumbar. He sort of just kept skitting around and not actually giving me an answer. And I said, well, I think I'd prefer the VP. And that's when he was more... Okay, well, why don't we do the VP, but how about if I do the VP, if it fails, we go in and we fit an LP in the same session. And you might be able to hear me over there as well, because that's James sorting out the other video. Yeah. Huh?
You know why I didn't upload to YouTube now?
Why?
It's over half a gig.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what to say now. Yeah, he seemed to hit a real brick wall as soon as he couldn't see my MRI scan. And then he asked, have you had an MRI? And I went, no. And he was like, ah. So now I've got to wait for the hospital to do an MRI. And by the sounds of it, I think I might have to go back and meet him again for him then to be like, okay, yes, it's possible. But from the CT scan, I think he thought my ventricles were tiny. And I did have a quick look, and when I was looking at the screen, they were like, they were tiny. So obviously that's going to make it harder to fit a shunt into it. All in all, I feel like I'm not actually any closer to knowing what's going on. No, not what's going on, but when it's going on. I really, really just want a lumbar puncture, just so that I could get the fluid off my brain and just have like a bit of headspace. That's it really. I'm gonna give it a week, and after a week, if I haven't heard from the hospital, I'm gonna ask to be put in for an a lumbar puncture via X-ray because I can't keep. I'm in too much agony, and the next time I think my head is stupidly bad, I am just going to have to start going into A&E, and I'm going to have to start, in a way, trying to be admitted into hospital, which is what I've spent the last 5 months not doing. So that's that really. And on that bombshell, good night.